Hello, always Dizzy here. A little bit of a later stream start tonight. Um, yeah, not feeling so great. We'll see how I do. Pretty hungry, so that might affect things. I'm going to start at the 1 minute mark with 40 puzzle streak before I play any games, as I always do. And let's go. Yeah. I don't like that puzzle. I don't like that one. I can take the bishop. Oh yeah, I will be up a piece. I thought we had the same amount of pieces there. Looks like I can mate in 3 or 4. We start with the check. Okay, we have a check. And yeah, this should lead to mate. Doing well so far, not even at the 3 minute mark. Rookie 2. Looks good. And start with the check. I have bishop f2. If knight f2, queen f2, yeah, that looks good to me. And mate in 2 here. No, it is mate in 2, but this way. I think I can just take on e5. Oh, wait. Take on e5. Because c3 will be hanging. Oh, no, there'll be a pawn there. Forgot to make sure if my queen could escape, though. I could take and then f6. Well, the bishop has to come in, and there's got to be a win there. We don't need to calculate. I always say that and then I lose, but there just must be. So we have a check, king e8, and then bishop c6 is a Boden's mate. Okay, so we're down a knight for 2 pawns. So we're up to, yeah. So if I hit his queen, the queen can no longer defend his knight, and I'll be up 2 pawns still. And if he pins me, I can take with check. Yeah, so we take here. We have a discovery on his queen. I think it's that simple. I don't think there's more to it than that. We have a check, and then his bishop is hanging. I think it's just knight takes e4. Oh, yeah, I'll have to trade queens after, but eventually I will take the bishop and save the rook. So rook b8, I guess. So we can take the rook on b8, excuse me, and then check and then take the knight, and we're up a lot of pawns. We are black. So I have knight e4, knight d4 rather. If king g1, then I have a fork. I don't know if the fork is good enough. Probably not. But no, it's a, I get it for free, so that would be good. So he's got to go to e1. And then on e1, what do we have? Nothing. No, it's the same thing. Wait, is it the same thing? It's not the same thing. King e1, knight f3. If king d1, but yeah, then I have queen h1 there. Okay. Yeah, so here we go, check. Okay, it ends too soon because you actually have to see beyond that. So this should win the queen and a pawn, but then you would wonder why this wouldn't work. There's bishop. Yeah, it has to be a double check. So it's got to be taken on f6, and then we take the queen. Okay, black. Well, we have a check, and if he takes, can this lead to mate? Let's try it. So e3 check, d3 check. He has to take the rook, then queen a1, and he has one legal move. No, he doesn't. That's just mate. That's just mate. It's a funny mate. Okay, we are white, making great time. Black has 2 queens. I don't know. I feel like this doesn't really need calculating. Like in a game, I would just give any check really. But let's look at queen h3, and then that might be dead. So let's look at queen d4. No, ooh, there's so many good options here. Okay, no, let's actually look at rook c3. Yeah, I like rook c3 though. So rook, and then I might go like a ladder mate laterally. Pun intended. So king d2. And then after queen d4, blocking. I guess he could block there. Check king d2. Check, but then he's got queen d3. Yeah, that surprisingly doesn't work. Okay, so does queen c3 work? King e2. I suspect this doesn't work. Okay, so what did I not like about this? King d2. This is actually pretty tough. I wonder if I can zigzag my way in for a mate somehow. I don't know what I'm going to do, though. I don't know how that would work. Like, where would the final blow be? I don't think that logic works. I didn't even look at, did I look at this? No, I did look at it briefly, but queen d4, king e2. Yeah, it didn't seem to lead to anything. Wow. So if queen, oh my God. So we're just winning the queen. I kept looking for mate. Oh my God. And there might be a mate here too, but wow, we're just winning the queen. I think. I mean, I don't think we're going to try. I don't think we're trying for it. No, we're just going to win the queen because that's, wow, man. I was looking for checkmate. There was no mate. So check, and then we win the rook. And I don't think he has anything. It's a lot of work still, though. This wins his bishop. Seems pretty straightforward to me. First, we have to trade rooks. And there's no mate there. We have bishop f1. Okay, white still making great time. I think I just check, trade rooks, and my king stops these two, and he can't stop my my h-pawn. We are white. Knight. Yeah, this wins. Does it win anything? He just moves the bishop to b6, but then I have a5. Ooh, tricky though, because yeah, if it goes bishop b6, a5, and bishop back to c7, I can take a pawn, but then he takes on a5. Oh, it's check though. Yeah, bing, bang, boom. He has bishop a7 there. And my knight falls. Actually, technically, yeah. I mean, technically I would have knight d8 check. But that's a little too unclear to me. So what about knight c6? Can't stop coughing. Knight c6, but then I don't know what my plan is. You could argue that I'm going to take here. Take. I still like knight b7 though, if I can make it work. Yeah, it might work because knight d8 threatens to go to c6 after, and his bishop is stuck. Knight c6, bishop c6, a5. Right? Bishop 8. Oh wait, what am I talking about? He can't go there. No, sorry, wrong line. Knight b7. So knight b7, bishop b6, a5. And then bishop a7. I have this check on d8. Not sure where he moves the king. Probably here, but then, yeah, then I'm going to go with this. Yeah, and then I think I'm going to go after the g pawn. He's not going to infiltrate. He can't defend. Okay, that was tough. Last one. So we have a check. He can't go to the a file because it's not actually. Maybe he can. Okay, one thing to note is that queen a2 is interesting. Because then if it was my move, I guess it's not that interesting. C6 maybe? If he goes to a8, I have check. Even that is not going to cut it. Oh, my stomach is gurgling so much. I'm trying to focus because I'm hungry. Yeah, I don't know. This is tough. This is tough. Because if I start with rook b6, there's king c8, and there's king a8. I mean, I have c6 after that, but it's hard to calculate. Hard to calculate. Check. If king c8, possibly c6 there, cutting off the d7 square. Possibly. So c6, if he sacks the rook, I take what's check. I should be able to stop everything there, right? So c6, he makes some move. Let's say king d8. And he might be fine there, more or less. Unless, no, because my rook's already there. Yeah, so I'm not so sure about c6, but nothing else really makes sense either. If I start with c6 and then rook takes, and then check and check, I have rook c5. If takes, I can stop those. So I could possibly start with c6. If he goes to c8 again, well, then rook hd2 might be good. But then he can go rook h, excuse me, rook h8. Maybe I go rook a2 instead. That's looking promising. Yeah, he can give me a check. But then I just move the king up. So possibly c6 first, king c8, and then rook a2. And then if takes, check, we just bring back. So yeah, possibly c6. Now, if he goes to a8, well, then, yeah, okay, I'm going to play it, and then we are going to take it, and we are going to defend it. And I got it. Okay, I'm going to get one wrong on purpose now. Okay, that took 23 minutes. Not bad. That's a good time. I'll take that. 23 minutes is good. Oh. Okay. I'm going to play a game now. Wish I would stop coughing. Here we go. Dr. Avalanche. So I could go maybe b4 or e6 first. If I go b4 and he goes to knight d5, I think then I have e6. But I don't really want to commit this. So I'm going to start with e6. And so again, I have b4, and now he has to go to a4 or b8. I don't really want him on knight a4 though. I don't want him on a4 because I can't really kick him out easily. You know, he can win a pawn here temporarily. It's not worth the trouble. So knight f6, push, take. Yeah, I think I can go knight f6. Is bishop, how annoying is bishop g5? h6, e5. That gets complicated. Again, take, but now it's a little different. Okay, no, that still looks to be fine. And can I not just kick out his knight and then take on e4? I think so. So I will do it now. I guess he can still take on c5, damn it. I could go queen a5. No, I can't. I could. No, because I'm going to lose here after. Yeah, e5 is coming. I might have to take on e4 now. This is a problem. I think. Is that a problem though? Queen a5, e5. Can I just take? Because if he takes on f6, I can take his rook. I think, yeah, maybe I can do that. Queen a5. Queen a5, and then if b3, this is now defended, so then I can take here. This is getting really tactical. Queen a5. Wow. This is so much calculation required this game. Pre-move that. Okay. Okay. So does it matter now? This pawn is, I guess it's not that hard for him to defend, but eventually I'll put a rook on c8. So I think I want to take the e4 pawn while I can. Now, if I do take c5, can he defend his e4 pawn? How does he defend it? Queen d3? Yeah. So I might take e4 right away with the bishop. And then if takes, I don't think there's a fork anywhere. So yeah, let's take with the bishop. If I take with the knight, I don't know. It feels I feel uneasy with it. Maybe I would have knight c6, but we're going to take with the bishop. We'll pre-move the recapture. Super tactical game. Yeah. Okay. Well, I do think do I want to take g2? Yeah, let's take g2. And then I might just castle here before things get out of hand. because I like to castle. So let's castle. Then maybe rook d8 so that we can play knight c6. But then there's bishop g. Yeah, no, there's bishop g5 then. Rook d8, bishop g5. Is it worth the double pawns? Maybe. Okay. So I could move the knight. I could go queen d8. I think I want to move the knight. Maybe I'll go knight e4. Hitting his pawn. Queen d3. Okay, let's do this. So queen d3, we take on c5. Knight f4, take on c5. His queen then does get active, and he is pinning me. It is a little scary there. Maybe he goes to g4, queen g4. So knight f4, knight c5, queen g4. Threatening mate. I have f6. But that's looking scary. I think because of f6, knight h5. Yeah, oh God, he's going for it. Yeah, it's scary if I take queen g4, f6, knight h5. I have rook f7. That's looking. I don't think I want to go down those waters, honestly. This pawn is still weak, so I don't think. Okay, so maybe I attack his bishop then. Knight c6. Maybe I do that. Check. I mean, it's not check. Take. And then check. I don't think that quite works. Not quite. Knight c6. Takes. Yeah, what if he starts with knight h5? King h8. It's the same thing, just transposes. Queen g5. I still have rook g8 there. I think I'm hanging on. Okay, we're going to do it. This game requires so much calculation. Holy moly. Holy moly. So I'll be a lot more comfortable once I can trade any of these three pieces. Then I will feel much better. It's these three pieces are giving me the headache. Okay. So that's one trade fewer that I have to worry about, but then he protects his C pawn. I could take here again, but then we're running into all of these waters. Do I have E5 there? Or actually, I'm still threatening his bishop, right? Okay, is this a thing? Okay, so boom. Yeah, maybe I can take here. Take. Okay, maybe I can do this. Bishop G7 is still scary, but I do have one move after. I'll pre-move the recapture. Hello, Ryan. How's it going? Did you get the book? I'm not feeling too well, but I'm here. Puzzle streak was, what was it, 20 minutes? 20 minutes or 22 minutes today? Oh, he moved. Okay, gotta focus. Yeah, so he's coming in. Okay, so I think we take and then takes. He's on my. I can defend there. Okay, so we take. I don't think he's threatening. He can't threaten mate. So we're going to take that. And he takes here. We have knight b7. We also have stuff like, yeah. Okay, so let's go there. I don't see how he's going to do anything with these two pieces. I wasn't coughing all day until I started streaming. It's my acid reflux kicking my ass these past couple weeks. Kicking my ass. Okay, I'm really low on the clock here, but I'm happy that I got one of those three pieces traded. Okay, so I can go G6. I could bring in the knight. G6 is, it feels like that's gonna hurt me, and it probably will. So maybe I shouldn't do that. Bring in a rook. Take here. I don't like any of these options. Bring in the knight. Okay, let's bring in the knight. Actually, I think I just dropped a pawn here. There's a Zwischenzug trick. He can take, and then if I take, he takes again. So, I don't know. That sucks. So if he sees that, kudos to him. He doesn't see it. Okay, good. So we can bring in the knight. Doesn't do anything. I can attack here. Again, that seems very dangerous. But now my knight can defend. So here I will play G6. And then worst case scenario, we play knight E8, defending G7. So he can go here, but then I get knight F5. And then I can always, no, that wouldn't make sense. Would it? Yeah, knight G7 would be good here. So probably I'll play knight F5 if he goes there. I can't imagine him taking. That doesn't make sense. If he goes to G4, I might go F5. Okay. So let's get this knight moving somewhere. If G4, we win the queen. If he takes on E6, which I think he's probably going to do, I'll take with the D pawn. I'll pre-move that even. If he goes rook AC1, I'll offer a rook trade. Yeah, I'm really down on the clock here. I'm hoping to catch up It's such a tactical game. That's where all my time went. I was calculating deep this game. I never got to relax. Okay. Let's move the queen. I don't want to give him, I guess either way he's going to open a file. So, but okay. Anyways, that's what I did. Do I want to take back on b4? Yeah, I'll take back on b4. I don't see why we can't. And then I want to, if it was my move here, maybe rook a c8 or rook f c8. Okay. Let's push that. And then if g4 now, I can always just go to g7. The check doesn't do anything harmful that he needs to worry about. Yeah, I'll go to g7. Would e5 make sense? Because then I have d6. I kind of like that. Now he could then reroute to g5. Okay, I'm going to go for this though. And I have equalized on the clock. I also get knight e4. Knight d4. So it's going to be a tough choice, which I can always play knight d4 later. So I think I'm going to play d6 first. Although then I give him knight c6. And he stops that. So you know what we do then? We go here because I don't want him playing rook c6 after I play d6. So we okay. Now we secure the location. Then I'm going to go knight d4. Okay, so can he take that ever? I don't think so. So yeah, we're gonna go here. Oh, ooh, a little ugly. That's a little scary, but he can't hold it. And ooh, there's almost tactics here. Okay, we'll take once while I think, and I'm just gonna move once while I think. I'm up 10 seconds on the clock. They call me Jenny from the block. And then, yeah, so close to being tactics. Let's just move, well, so we don't flag. And we're gonna, we have to protect the pawn still. And I keep this pinned. We attack the pinned piece, and now this is gonna burn time from him. He's gonna have to come back. And oh, he found a lifeline. Okay, but you know what? There's, it's so close to being tactics here. Okay, we'll go here. It was so close to being forks. There it is. Called it. Called it. And now we take this pawn. We watch him flag. We're going to go for this other pawn. And we promote and watch him flag. Okay. Ooh, that was work from beginning to end. I didn't relax for 1 second that game. Oh. I didn't relax for 1 second. That was so much work. Holy. I'm going to go straight to the engine on that one because I think I calculated. I was super focused all game, so. Okay, looks like a billion mistakes, but I'm not surprised. It was pretty sharp. So I guess knight f6 is not great due to d5. I was so busy looking at e5, I didn't consider d5. So it's suggesting I take first, and then knight f6. Yeah, I didn't even think about d5. Okay. And then it didn't like knight e4. So it was bishop g7, which I looked at. I did look at this. Oh, but I didn't. I was looking at him coming in this way. I didn't see this. No, wait. Yeah, so it wants to come in like this, and this is better for him. Okay, then he can go knight h5. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Yeah, it's funny. I saw bishop g7 though, so kudos for me for even seeing the idea. So I'm happy I saw that idea because it's not obvious. So it actually wants to allow the double pawns, which doesn't look wise. But computer says so. I mean, then c5 becomes weak. So okay. Yeah, that's just crazy though. And then here again, bishop g7. That's so funny because I saw this. I saw it and I just... Yeah, I thought I could hang on. I thought I had rook g8 here. Oh, my knight hangs. Oh man, come on. That's okay. Crazy. And then here it's suggesting e5. Oh, I didn't even see e5. That being said, oh, and then it wants to go knight e6. Oh yeah, no, this is just so tactical. This, yeah, I think I played pretty. I mean, I missed a lot of stuff, but it wasn't a simple game. Yeah, here I was at 56 seconds. Rook c2 is apparently best, but yeah, I only had 56 seconds. Okay, so I mean, really, I probably should have spent more time analyzing it after, but I don't know. It was too, I think it was too sharp for me to want to do that. But I should try to take away something from the game. Maybe here, like in the opening, not like knight f6 allowing d5. That's one thing. And just confirming that bishop g7 actually is a threat. That's pretty much all I'm going to take away from it. Okay, I'm going to play another one. $2,045 opponent. I don't know why Lichess does that. Like it does that notification thing when I start a game. I'm already in the window. So why does it do that? I think its timing is off. So we have a Najdorf on board. A Sozin. Six viewers. Okay. Sharp opening here. So if he castles, can we take on e4? And that might be what he's calculating here. I think it's actually not so good in this position. It's like playable, but I think it's not so good. Because after it takes queen c7 to take on... Oh no, but his bishop's on c4. So it might be one of those situations where I can do it. Except d6 might be falling. Yeah, so assuming he castles, take on e5, takes. Yeah, takes. Unless, yeah, God, he's gonna make me do it. I think it doesn't work in this line. For some reason, yeah, because we take. And I think he would take, so take. Yeah, then bishop c7. For some reason, oh, you know why? It's bishop b3. And this is a little bit better for white. We can save our knight, but there's bishop b3 makes it not so good. I'll show you after the game. So because of that, I think I'm just going to castle. And now, is it any different? I don't think it's any different because nothing. Yeah, because there's still queen. There's still bishops. No, wait. But I don't think enough has changed because bishop c. There's still bishop c7. So if bishop b3 after I take on b2, there's ways to save it. I think like a5 and stuff. But then there's still bishop c7. And so yeah, I think it's still premature to take on e4. So, well, now I'm definitely not doing it. Okay. So now what? Did we go b5? Tucks into here. Okay, let's go b5. And then after bishop b3, if I go bishop b7, he can take on e6. I don't know if this is a good version of it for him. So he'll get a rook and 2 pawns for the 2 minors. Usually the computer prefers black in those cases, but I'm not sure about here. Yeah, queen c7, then knight takes. I'm not sure about it here. So he's also wondering, although this isn't really the time to wonder. I could, yeah, knight bd7 would be the same thing, right? Bishop b3, knight bd7, bishop e6, takes, queen e8. Actually, see, that's a much worse version for me. Yeah, queen b6 takes. Maybe it's not worse, but it's no better. So, okay, but he doesn't. So this is not so good, I don't think. Can I play here again? It might work now. What's the difference now? No, you can take it with the bishop. Okay, so yeah, we will go here. Not overthink that. And if e5, probably I take on e5. I'll pre-move it even. F4, h6, takes f5. That might be playable. F4, queen b6. Knight ce2, e5 wins. I think that wins. Oh, I'm seeing a lot today. Chat is dead. But yeah, f4, queen b6, knight ce2, e5, fe, de. And then I think I'm winning a piece there. So what about queen d2? Queen d2. I need a cough button, like the radio. So queen d2. Maybe knight bd7. Probably. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Yeah, that's what he does. Okay, here we go. And then I guess I want it on c5. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't really want to trade knights here. The computer normally doesn't like this setup. But I have knight e5. Could get his bishop that way. Let's do that. We have a time advantage, so I'm going to use that to my advantage and just play slightly quicker than I usually do to keep that pressure going. So bishop f1, what do we have there? d6 is starting to get a little weak. Yeah, maybe queen c7 here. Let's go queen c7 because he's eyeing up my d6 pawn. We'll pre-move here. I feel this bishop. What's it called? Why do I bother talking? Nobody's watching, but when there's like for like masons, like in masonry, there's that like that central tile block. That's what this is. It's holding everything together. Okay, now with my queen gone, can I take here? No, I can't. Because knight takes. Yeah, it doesn't quite work. Okay. So I could take, and then he takes with the queen, and then no. What do we do? H6 and ask him a question. Let's do that first. Keystone. Thank you, Matt Bentley. Matt Bentley was the correct answer there. That's what. Yeah, this is a keystone of White's position here, gluing things together. But it's not a good piece. It's bad because it's like you remove that. And it's actually he won't fall apart, but it's just awkward for the bishop there. So I could take now, and then I could play e5. I don't really like that so much. I've got knight g6. Could he afford to take? No. Okay, let's go knight g6. I want to keep the pieces on because I think this is all kind of awkward for White. So bishop g3. I don't know. Maybe I put a rook here. Can he play e5? No, I've got that covered. So let's. Ooh, which rook to go? It's always so hard. Let's go like this. Rook idea. I want to keep the pressure on the clock going because he's down to 3.5 minutes now. If we can get that down to, well, 2.5, he's going to be in real tight time pressure for the rest of the game. That's another benefit of not trading pieces here. The more pieces I keep on the board, the more complicated it is, and the harder it is for him to play quickly. The more I trade, yeah, okay, so yeah, I want to keep it complicated. E5 now lets him start trading. How about B4? That drops a pawn potentially. So B4, knight A4. We can come in here. Okay, let's do that. So knight A4, bishop C6, maybe queen C6. No, because B3. So yeah, we're going to go bishop C6. Nope, he hides, so we're going to keep pushing there. I have to watch out a little bit of the D6 pawn because I can't push it, right? So just have to be aware of that. Okay, he's trying to do stuff there. Wish I didn't have this little cough. Yeah, this maybe I have to play E5 now, but I really don't want to, but this is annoying. His knights can't so easily go to F5 anymore, so that's good. This doesn't really do anything. This is an idea, and I think I might actually go for that. So let's do that. He has f3. So maybe I go to. Oh, he's okay. Can I push? He's infiltrating. He is infiltrating. And then I can confuse him with this move. Okay, yeah, these superfluous knights could be a problem for him. Oh, crap. Okay, well, I have the time on my side, but yeah, I just hung a fork. The exchange. Oh, you didn't see it. Lucky. Yeah, he saw this threat. Okay, so we want to go here, and yeah, so we've only traded one pawn the whole game, and that's good for me because, again, the time situation. So that can I think. Oh, do we want that? Is he pushing here? Can I attack his bishop? Do I want to attack his bishop? No, I like this knight actually. Although, okay, what if we attack the rook? Can I do that? I don't know. I got to play low. I got to keep the pressure going. So I guess he can trade a piece. We don't want that. So you know what? I should have went here. These superfluous knights would, yeah, because then neither can move. They're neutered. So bishop e6. I didn't have to react to any of that, but I like bishop e6. Yeah, when there's these two knights, these superfluous, not superfluous, yeah, superfluous knights. You attack. Wait, I dropped. Oh, no, see what I mean? See, this is the problem with superfluous knights. If you attack both of them, neither can move. And I almost dropped this one. Unfortunately, I'm going to the corner. I don't like that. But if you attack both knights, oh, I guess he got that fork after all. How come that worked? I'm not sure how that ended up working, but we still have a good time advantage. But yeah, we are down the exchange and my knight sucks. So if he makes a comeback here with just 1 minute on the clock, that'll be very impressive. That'll be extremely impressive. So we're going to grab one pawn. And he can take on b5. I can take on g3. My knight is still terrible, though. Actually, let's... Ooh, does this get complicated? Yeah, let's take here first. And then we will push. He can take on a4, but this looks difficult. Okay, let's keep pushing. And he's at 52 seconds, so I just need to keep the pressure on. And I can attack his queen. Let's do that then. I was thinking of rook b8 first because he's going to go here. I was thinking of it, but I'm going to do that now. So he does it. I was thinking rook b8 first, but I didn't. So we are improving our bishop. He's going to go here because it's natural. But then I've got bishop g5, and that's not easy to break. He's threatening to... Okay, let's... Oh, crap. The bastard. Okay, so we might need to attack. We might need to give up a pawn here. Okay, I'm going to give up a pawn. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then he's going to win another pawn. Okay, still work to be done, but 30 seconds, just have to hang on for 30 seconds. We will trade that because that's a dangerous piece. He should have taken with the rook. I can offer another trade, but let's go after this pawn instead because that's an important pawn. He's down to 24 seconds. And we will now get our knight back into the game. If he takes this, we will just move somewhere because he has 18 seconds. We have a check, and I'm just going to move my king, and I will take that just because knights can be tricky. And he's going to come in here, or maybe not. Okay. He's got 10 seconds. Just have to survive for 10 seconds. And I think I can take this pawn. And I think I can take this pawn. Ooh, crap. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give up my knight, and then I'm going to flag him. I'm going to give up my knight and then flag him. Okay. It was dirty. But he played far too slow. I mean, I don't feel bad about the flagging because that was my whole plan, right? I could have found better moves around here if I didn't, if I wanted to flag myself. Okay. Do I want to look at the game? Yes, I do, because the opening, I think I assessed correctly, where here knight e4 doesn't work because at the end of the story there's bishop b3, and I think white is a hair bit better. And then here nothing has changed. Well, no, sorry. Once he's castled, no, sorry. It was only that one move I could have done it. Yeah, and then I think the bishop is better on b3. I don't think it's good on d3 at all. And some of these moves I just played for the time advantage. Black should be better here. Not sure. Not sure about the e5. And then these moves, like, I wasn't thrilled with, but again, I was just playing on the clock this game, most of the game. Yeah, I didn't like this though. I didn't like the knight on h8. That was really ugly. Yeah. So maybe I had to take the bishop. No, even then I don't have time to move my knight. So bishop g4 is a mistake, I think. This h5 move is actually strong. Yeah. I don't have anywhere to put it. Oh, maybe I can go rook. Yeah, rook f8 maybe here. That's what I had to play, I think. No, wait a second. No, because I'm covering it. Oh, I see what happened. Yeah, his bishop now covers this. So I had to... Well, taking now doesn't help because now he's supporting the pawn. So this was just a... Yeah. Oh, wow. That's funny. And then I fell into the fork again here. Yeah, but he played far too slow. So let's take a look at that with the engine. Boop. Man, not accurate. These games are not accurate. Holy crap. Accuracy is so low. So just looking at this again. Well, come on. So here. So yeah, see, it's a little bit better for white, and that's what I ultimately decided, because after all of this, there's bishop b3. And, oh wait, there's actually something else that I'm missing. Oh, there's just knight e4 here. Wait. I forget. Oh, yeah. So it was because of d6. Remember, that's what I said originally. That was off of memory. No, sorry, not this. Oh, no, I was wrong. It's this 96 move. But I guess there's a lot of moves for white here. There's queen g4 even. But the main one, which is really hard to see, like 96. Yeah, see, I mean, I forgot it in this line too, because this is not simple. And white is a little bit better. Not much, but I forgot about that there's 96 there. Oh, man. My acid reflux has been just ridiculous the past couple of weeks. So I've been dealing with that. That's why I'm coughing right now. Yeah, so I didn't go for it, because even the other line though, like even knight takes e4, like well, I guess no, because this one, I guess black is slightly, sorry, not this one. Yeah. No, this line. Yeah, so in this line, I guess black is slightly better. But it's actually not easy for black to play, because positionally it's hard to get the bishop out, I think. And to save this, it's stressful. That's the way to describe it. This is stressful to play as black, even though it's fine. It's much more pleasant for white. The margin for error is too small or too large. Too large? Too large. Yeah. Now, I thought bishop b3 was better. Apparently, it's no better than bishop d3. And then I wasn't sure if I could allow this. I guess it was allowable, but again, not lovely to play for black. It's awkward. But it was, yeah. So had that happened though, bishop b7. So it's not the best move. It's suggesting rook e8 because it stops the fork at the end of the line. Okay, so this all was perfect. There was also b4 right away, but this was all good. And yeah, so this all went well. Just want to go back here. I think it saw something better on this move. Come on. Oh, knight h5. Yeah, I guess we win the bishop pair there. Didn't see that somehow. And apparently I blundered with queen. Oh yeah, this was the fork that I ran into. And then it happened again. Well, first I allowed this, and then it happened again. Oh, what? Oh, I guess I had knight takes e4 here. I also had bishop c4. What would that have done? It just gives me another opportunity to take here. What if he takes on g6? Oh, then, yeah, we can still take there. Okay, so I don't know. I didn't see this. But it seems like we would then have two pieces under attack. I guess, no, we have this. We can take on g3. Okay, I missed knight e4. And then he was down to a minute. Yeah, taking G3 was good. And then it didn't like my moves from here, but my opponent was also spending forever on every move. And I was just trying to flag him at this point. Okay. I don't know if I want to play another game because nobody's here really. And I don't know. Maybe I should rest my voice. So I think I will leave it there. Leave on a win. A shorter stream tonight. So Puzzle Streak was done in, I think, 22 minutes. Then I played 2 games. Did I win them both? Yeah, I won them both. But my rating is still pretty low. So anyways, yeah, that's it for me today. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully I feel better eventually. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. See you next time.